in Tuva and the Altai, they sing songs. You know, it's a religious thing. They sing songs about the rivers and the bears and the stars and the beautiful land and their horses. First and foremost, their horses. You know, and they're cowboys. You know, they're out on the plains and they had yaks or camels or sheep or mountain goats, or depending on how high or what kind of terrain they were living in, what kind of animals they had. And so they had herds of these animals, and they would ride the herd at night, and they would sing, because that's what they do. It's a cultural thing, and it's a religious thing to sing these songs about all the wonderful things, because they're animist and they see the divine in every aspect of nature. And they didn't have anybody to sing harmony, so they learned to sing harmony with themselves. So you, with the higher styles of throat singing, you generally will only get two tones, the tonic and an octave up. But sometimes you can hit it right and get more than two. But with the lower tones, the style that most people associate with Tibetan monks, Tibetan lamas, you'll hear them, when they do it, you'll hear them, the tonic that they're singing, and an undertone an octave down, and an overtone an octave up, so they get three notes at the same time. They call it full voice, or
now,
full.
What I've heard you, it seems to be, and I mean, if you like do an example for the tape, that'd be awesome. But when you've done it in the past, it seems to be about the same pitch, or the same combination of pitches. Is that a throat thing, or?
Well, when I do the low stuff, you'll hear anywhere from 5 to 9 notes at the same time. I don't know what it is, something about, I guess I have a bigger mouth than most people. And then I have this large empty space to resonate. But the high stuff is where you'll hear 2, and probably not more, but possibly. Like that.
But it's 2, but it varies, right? It goes up,
yeah.
And then...
Well, the bottom note, the tonic, stays the same. The overtone line is what moves, because I'm shifting the placement of the teeth, and so I'm giving oo, o, ah, a, e, all, you know, just moving.
But the other one is an undertone, and the pitch of your voice is almost below your normal speaking voice, right? When you do it almost sounds, you know, I mean, it almost sounds like a frog-like tone. It's that.
Yeah, the low stuff. Yeah, it's it's because you're getting an octave, maybe 2 octaves down, and there's a thing that you do in the back of your throat with that makes it sound didgeridoo-like, and it's kind of a head thing. There's no way to describe what you do. It's just,
can you do an example of that on tape, or if it's okay?
No.
So it really is. It's
See,
kind of a multicolored tone.
the interesting thing about that is that you probably did not hear the tone I was singing. Because what I was actually singing was, that's all I'm singing. That's the entire thing I'm singing. Everything else is resonance.
But you're alternating between 2 different tones, and that's the medium then, or?
No, that's the only tone I'm singing.
Now, when you talk about the tuva, where's the? Is this a Tibetan chant then?
No, it comes off of Siberia and plains, the steppes of Siberia. The Tibetans were going north, evangelizing Tibetan Buddhism, and they ran into the Mongolians, who are actually southern Siberians, and they learned it from them. And up north of Mongolia is Tuva, and west of Tuva is the Altai, and then it goes. I mean, it's all that whole area. They do throat singing. It's, but you hear it. Well, you know, the Turkic people left that area and invaded Europe, and that's the people who live in Turkey now. They did not used to live there, and they left. The great Khan sent out the hordes, and they rolled all the way to the gates of Vienna, and we would all be speaking Turkish now, except that a rumor arrived that the great Khan had died, and so they left Vienna and went home to celebrate the funeral games.
Oh, and these were all tribal horsemen. Right?
And so they, some of them stayed behind along the way. You know, when where soldiers go, they leave, they marry, they leave children, whatever. So all across Romania and Bulgaria and in Hungary and you've got echoes of the steppes. So you hear the Bulgarian women's chorus, and you can hear overtones in their singing. They're just wild, wild.
It almost reminds me of Catholic singing in a way.
Yeah.
In the cathedrals.
The old chants, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful thing. It moves energy in a way that few things do. I mean, you know, when I put somebody on a massage table and work on their body, just if something's stuck, that low stuff, just it's like a bulldozer, just and it breaks up all blockage.
Okay.
It's amazing stuff.
Now, is this traditionally kind of a part of neuromuscular therapy, or?
No, it's just it's stuff I do.
Oh.
Kind of stuff.
Well, I think you're the only person I've ever met who does throat singing in the U.S. Now, is that kind
Oh
of?
no, there are a lot of people that do throat singing.
Okay.
There's a lot more than you would think. A lot of young people do that. You know, it got to be there. A couple of Canadian rock bands. Matter of fact, a Canadian rock band went to Tuvan and won the throat singing contest. And so people get, you know, they get excited by it and get. It's just a fun kind of thing, and yet it really has powerful reality and it has spiritual value.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
No, I really appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah. So, you know, and you know, it really freaks people out, you know, to hear somebody do like a didgeridoo, you know.